Hakupuna, National Resource Center for Native Hawaiian Elders.
Is Havana one? I think I gotta look this up too. But I think Havana. Let me Google this thing too. So this Havana stood out, and so it means like it refers to like a white lime, as used for dressing hair. So kind of like to dye hair white, and so it's used kind of disparagingly, or it's not used in a positive way to talk about elders, where like there's an Olelo No'ea that uses the term, and it basically says like, oh, their white hairs aren't real, maybe like they didn't earn their elderhood, and that whole term is saying that you, just because you're old, that alone does not mean that you have earned any kind of status as a respected elder, that you have automatically attained any kind of wisdom. It's like you need to learn and earn these things as you get older. And so that one really stood out to me, because I think a lot of our predominant perspectives when it comes to elders, especially Hawaiian elders or any Native elders, is we put them on a pedestal. We default to, of course, approaching them with so much aloha, which is wonderful too. But then to be able to see this other perspective on them as well, in that, like, our kupuna, our elemokulai luahine here in Hawaii, had ways of expressing these different things too, or even observing when someone's like, yeah, okay, yeah, you're old, you're not wise. And so that word Havana denotes that. Then you have so many other ones that are beautiful that give the flip side of that, like hulu kupuna, right? Tying them to like these feathers, which come from birds, which are beings of the sky, of the lani, right, which we associate with our gods and our chiefs and whatnot. And so then this is one way that we can hold these elders in esteem and really convey that sense of cherishing and loving them.
Two come to mind. The first one I was gonna say is palu palu. That's a word I grew up with, like hearing, I think one of my grandma's sisters used to use palu palu to describe meat that's like tender, something that's like nice and easy to eat. But we actually saw that used also to describe like an infirm body. So when we talk about like the muscles getting softer as a condition of being when you're older, also use palu palu. So little bit, it's like you can see the related meaning, but it's a different way to think about it. But sometimes I think we literally hear the word infirm to be like old or not strong-bodied, hard-bodied anymore. And so I thought, oh, I really like that. It's literal, but it has like it also has a softness. And another word, actually I think so, olalo no, I'm not sure if it's a term or a saying, but just kani mo opuna, which is the sound of a grandchild. And it was so sweet. I was listening to a recording of Larry Kimura doing Kaleo Hawaii, and one of the interviewees is talking about their grandchildren, and he just exclaims to them, kani mo opuna, just like the joy of the sound of having your grandchildren with you. Yeah, it's really sweet.